Hello everyone, welcome back to Rolling Ragu. Today we're leaving Colorado and heading into Utah in search of Valley of the Gods. One of the things that I'm most noted for is squeezing a dime out of a nickel. So on our trips we rarely do restaurants, but on some days you have to acknowledge it's just a matter of convenience. So today, at 12 years old, our boys experienced Subway for the first time. I'm not proud of it, not embarrassed by it either.
Where we going, Owen?
Subway. Subway.
What?
Subway. Subway.
Oh, you pick your own chip, whatever you want. It's up here.
What you got there?
Subs. Really good subs.
All right, so we stopped at Subway. It's a meatball sub. That's the club. Can you believe family of four, $28 at Subway? Thanks to some of my students, I had gift cards from the school year. And so with the gift cards, it was only $12 and something. I can't get over how much fast food is these days. Now, my mom and dad had taken a trip through the Four Corners area a few years prior, and Mom could not stop talking about Ship Rock. All right, Gigi, about as close as we're gonna get to your Ship Rock. My mom has been wanting us to see Ship Rock for years now. So after 20,000 miles of covering the country, we have finally seen this rock. But we're turning right here in a little bit, so we're not gonna get any closer to it.
Hi, Gigi. We see Ship Rock. Big rock. It's a big rock with two triangles at the top on the ground.
Yeah. And what's it look like? A rock. A rock.
There's a big rock with two triangles at the top.
Sails.
That's on the ground.
Looks like sails.
And your parents will never again take you to this area.
Good.
Good.
What?
Hot.
It's gonna be hot.
Yes.
Hot.
It's already 95.
It just cooled down. It's 95 now.
Whoa, that's cool.
Look, it's about to go up your nose.
My turn?
Let's see. Now lean forward a little bit. Get up here a little bit. A little bit more. Now go like this. Achoo. There we go. It's out.
Ship Rock.
Bye, Ship Rock. I don't see you anymore, but.
Welcome to Utah.
There it is.
Do we have to stop?
No, we've been to a Utah sign, right?
Yeah. There are mistakes, and there are mistakes. And I don't know what in the world we were thinking, leaving beautiful Colorado, the cool temperatures, the wonderful friends we made, the great camping spot we had. We left all that to go back into the oven. After our experiences in South Texas earlier in the trip, it makes no sense. Since we have already been to Utah, and it is 100 degrees outside, we've all voted to not get out and take a picture with that sign. I'm not sure what we're doing. Silverton was very nice. Very, very, very nice. Even Mesa Verde was not miserable. But I'm afraid to get out of the truck.
You're not the only one.
Inside the truck, Silverton. Outside the truck,
Death.
death.
Free roaming. We're in their territory. story. They do that.
Yeah.
Horses crossing the road.
I guess you don't have to worry about them running off if they know where the water is.
Yeah.
They're not going to go too far. About halfway through our day, we had found a spot to stop and have lunch and rest for a second. And on the little building that was there was the largest lizard I have ever seen in person. Now, I've seen an iguana at the zoo, but this was like a lizard in the wild. Reptiles creeped me out and my skin was crawling.
Oh, you see them?
To the left of the door.
Oh. Don't run, don't scare them. Oh, I see him. Wow. Don't scare him. Oh my gosh, he dropped down to the ground, didn't he? Look at how big he is. Yeah. Watch out, Owen.
He could attack you.
He could attack you. Owen, go to the other side and let Ethan come to... Oh, he's already dropped?
Yeah, he's in those bushes over there.
Oh my goodness.
The low point on our rig seems to be where the weight distribution bars are. And sometimes even a dip in a dirt road can cause some concerns.
Ooh, Nelly.
Well, a week ago, we were going through snow drifts this deep. And this week, we're out in the desert with not only no snow, but no water to be found.
Where rock drifts are higher than this now.
What's around the corner? Brought to you by Ragusa's.
Look, it's more rocks.
More rocks, but those are cool looking. We were headed to Valley of the Gods. I had seen several other YouTubers post on Boondocking here, and it looked spectacular, and we couldn't miss it.
Valley of the Gods, there it is.
Now, with only a few boondocking experiences under our belts, I have to admit I was a bit nervous because there is pulling off the pavement and then there's like pulling miles off the pavement. And today was going to be the latter. Usually I'll try to use all the tools at my disposal. The satellite on the phone seems to be a pretty big help in most cases, but here we didn't have a signal. So I had to rely on the research I had done back home and watching fellow YouTubers' videos. Okay, a little bit nervous here. This is our first time doing anything like this. And of course, we've done some public land on this trip, but this is like really public land. Here's a wash, so if rain comes, we stay a while if rain comes. And it looks like it's going to rain. Rain tonight. We stopped. There's a sign just a minute in.
You want to get out and read that?
I'm gonna get out and look at this.
Okay.
So I'd be lying if I didn't say I was nervous. We're going on this road, Valley of the Gods. Wish I had done my homework a little bit better. But really, worst case scenario, I can I'll be able to get this trailer around if I have to. Just have to find the right spot to do it in. So the washes are usually big enough that I probably could do it in a wash. So we're gonna go forward and see how this goes. Now, if you're thinking of coming out here to Valley of the Gods, there are several spots right within the first mile of getting off the pavement. And you can do those pretty easily enough as long as the weather's cooperating and the roads have been recently graded. But we saw some really cool looking rock formations off in the horizon and decided to push forward and see if we couldn't find that perfect spot. Now, it hadn't rained in some time and the ground was good and hard and dry, and so I felt like worst case scenario I could pull the truck and camper and everything through the desert to make a loop and head back out if I had to. But there were enough campsites along the way that you never went more than say a quarter mile, half mile without seeing an opportunity that you could turn around. So far, so good. The road is in great condition, and we keep going deeper and deeper, but I'm seeing turnaround points every couple of 100 feet. Now listen, if you're driving your wife and your children off the pavement, out into the desert in the 100-degree temperatures, as dad, a lot of responsibility sort of quickly overwhelms you. I started thinking about health emergencies, mechanical failures, just silly accidents. You know, simple little accidents could be a big deal if you can't get where you need to get for help. Now we have to decide, how do we want to orient the trailer to the sun, because it is 100 degrees. And so I'm not sure. I think we want our awning to the southern exposure so that it'll shade us the best, but not sure. And it is 5 o'clock, so within about 3 hours to maybe 4 we'll have relief. Here's another beautiful spot. Now that ain't bad.
Okay.
If I turn there and we'd be facing directly at the setting sun, but the mountains are going to catch it a little early, and the awning would shade us.
And it's an open, like it looks like when you go through there, you're going in between the mountains.
You don't want to get snake bit or have to get anywhere quick when you're back here. Of course, if I drop the trailer, I can get us out of here pretty fast. When we finally settled on a spot, we had found just what we were looking for. But for that story, you'll have to tune in next time. We got really lucky. Sometimes you hit the jackpot.